Hello, everyone. I'm Roswell Royce Laurie, and welcome to the fall edition of Live with Roswell. Cool folks who love to bachata. Yeah. Wow. I always wonder who the hot chick is that going. "Da, da, 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 da." She goes so fast. What is she drinking? Anyway, thank you, everyone, and welcome to the fall edition of Live with me, with members from all over the world, from Cool Folks Who Love the Bachata. Yes, we're in season number 3. Facebook has allowed me to continue interviewing you guys because they said, Roswell, you're asking some damn good questions. So thank you for social media for allowing me to do this again. I am blessed and honored and happy to be back. We started doing this program back earlier this year, and we weren't sure if it was going to succeed or not because who would go live and talk to dancers and ask them to tell you guys about their personal business? Only I would do that. So Facebook was a little hesitant to actually have me do it, but then again, it was a success. The ratings were good, people loved it, and then I said, let's do it again for the summer, and it was a blast. So I said, let's do it for the fall, and we are doing it. So I'm super happy to be here, guys. I am still home. I'm still home. I'm here in New York City. I haven't come back to Atlanta yet. Atlanta, get ready. I'm coming back in a couple more months. So, okay, so be ready. But for now, I'm still hanging out with my friend city. I'm still here with my mom, and my mom is actually the supervisor. She tells me like, what questions to ask and what questions don't ask. So She loves listening to you guys talk and stuff. She thinks you guys are like angels, and she loves all of you guys. And my mom's 81st birthday was last week. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you guys that responded to my mom's birthday photo. I was damn surprised. I didn't think anyone was going to respond because, my mom. So I got like comments and comments and comments. I think you guys love my mom more than me. So we need to have a talk about that. Anyway, thank you so much. A couple quick announcements before we go live with our first guest for the fall of 2023. Okay, it's 9/11, 22 years ago. Okay, I was supposed to check this out, guys. I was supposed to go into work that day, 22 years ago this day, in the second of the towers. Right, I decided, when you get that gut feeling, something says, just to go in. I just said, let me just call out from work, take the day off, do some family stuff. And I said, I might lose my job, I might get yelled at, but something said, Roswell, don't go into work that day. And I'm like, I gotta go into work. I got bills to pay and blah 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 blah. And something, especially my mom, she said, just stay home for some odd reason. She got that weird feeling. Sadly to say, a few minutes later, I turned on the news and it was all over media. The horrifying event that happened, not only in New York, but throughout the country. And, to make a long story short, even though the years have passed and it's 22 years later, the pain is still there, the hurt is still there. There were friends, colleagues that I lost. And those memories, you just want to wipe it out, but it doesn't work that way, as most of you know. You just have to go on, live with it, and proceed with life, and learn that life is very precious, and for all of us, we never know. So I guess I just want to open up by telling everyone, you know, live every day as if it's your last. The people that you love them more, appreciate them, don't waste time. If you're going to do something, do it, and let bygones be bygones. Let the past be the past. Move on, because trust me when I say this as a witness. Life is short. So, okay. So everyone that was affected by 9/11, my heart goes out to you and to your loved ones, all the victims. If there's anything, and I stress this on a stack of Bible, if there's anything cool folks who love the bachata or myself can do to help you guys or the victims or friends that you've lost, you know how to reach me. All right. Okay. Moving on. Morocco um, has suffered a great loss recently with the earthquake and stuff, so it's not good. I don't know what's going on. September. The beginning of September. All this stuff is happening around the world. It's not a hurricane, it's an earthquake or whatever. But our friends in Morocco need you guys. So whatever donation support you guys can give, if you guys want to share anything on Kufa Glow to Bachata that can help our friends in Morocco, please do. Okay. So okay, and that's that. I just want to say on a happier note that I know it's kind of hard to switch from sad to happy, but on a happier note, I'm happy to still be here in New York this next couple of months. I came back home this summer, as everyone knew. I moved to Atlanta last year, so my mom could be with her family and stuff, and I was there for a long time. But I came back this summer to say hello to everyone. My summer was great. I went to Arkansas for the first time. I went to the DCBX event, and so it was great. So I'm here for a few more weeks, and I'm looking to come to more of your events. Armando, Armando is live with us. Okay, and I know I've been talking way too long. This is the reason I can never keep it under an hour because I keep going into Roswell land. Armando's going to join us. He's in California, and I'm in here in New York. Armando's an angel. This guy is so super busy. One of the most busiest professional artists I know. I know for a fact because this guy is like here or there. He travels. He's young and he stays in shape and he keeps it together. He's loyal. He keeps, he still managed to do stuff with his family and his friends. He's like, when I saw him in Arkansas, I just went up to him at 1 a.m. in the morning, sweaty as I am. I'm like, Armando, bro, I need you to go live with me. You know what he said? Sure, Russell, when? Is that? And I said, now. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. He's so simple. Thank you, Armando. So Armando's going to join us, okay? Our interview is coming up also. Um, Paul Roberts is going to join us this week. Marcos is going to join us, okay? Kimberly Dance is going to join us. Janet is going to join us. So many wonderful people. Sarah from Texas is going to join us. Cassandra de Mercedes is going to join us. Oh my God, the beautiful Fanny is going to join us, and the list goes on and on and on. You guys are going to join me, and I am blessed. So thank you in advance. But for now, all eyes is on Armando. So Armando, bro, hola.
Hey, bro. Hello. Hi.
Well, hi, how are you? I know I'm talking for like an hour stop,
Hi.
so I'm so sorry. I have to
That,
I have to
that's cool.
practice on my intro. I always do that.
That's
But
amazing.
anyway,
I
I
practice my
I
introduction too. Like.
I am blessed to have you. And just a couple of minutes ago, before we went live, I was asking you about your shirt. Tell everyone again about the beautiful logo that you just told me. Go ahead, please.
Okay, guys. Well, so first, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm super happy and glad for this interview. And yes, so I'm a big fan of the anime. The Japanese cartoons. So this is my favorite cartoon is One Piece. I'm a big fan, and also I have my Superman thing here. So I'm
Superman.
like a big boy. But yes, I enjoy a lot when I have free time. I try to see my series and just enjoy my time because this life is hard. It's all the time. It's a physical life. Dance with everybody. Give your best to the people and your classes, the shows, everything. So this is my happy moment.
Your happy moment. That's great. That's great. And I just want to let everyone know that being the man that Armando is, he wants everyone to feel welcome. Whether you guys speak Spanish or English, Armando's the type of person he wants everyone to feel welcome to this interview. So he offered to talk in English and for a friend in Spanish. Okay?
Yeah,
So don't be alarmed if Armando is going back from English and Spanish. It's not, it's not a technical error. It's just that Armando and I agreed to this. So Armando, okay, great. Okay, that's great. That's great. Armando, tell everyone a little. Well, I just want to let everyone know when I first met you. Let's see, how was it three? Okay, let's see if my memory serves me right. I think I met you 3 years ago. Was it Miley Ramos? Was it January
Houston,
in
the Houston,
Dallas? Was it Dallas at
Dallas. No,
that
it's
big
Houston
event?
Congress.
Yes, when I met you for the first. Oh no, no, I think I met. No, 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 no. I think I met you before that. In Orlando, when I used to live in
Yes.
Florida, you were walking from the pool, and I came up to you like, "Bro, how are you doing?"
Yeah.
You're like, "Roswell."
Where are you?
Is that you? Like, yeah. And the
Yeah, because
first
just we
first
talk
thing,
with uh, with the messenger. Just talk in social media, but I never
yeah,
know you or meet you.
yeah. Because his friend David, who's also David is a member here. I asked David if Armando can join, Cool Folks, and Armando joined, but I didn't really know Armando. He was just, I was just asking him to post his stuff. This guy's like Roswell, But anyway, that's how we met. And before you know that, every time I go to a social or whatever, I run into Armando. It's always like good connection. But Armando, please tell everyone a little bit more about you, please.
Okay, so I'm from Oaxaca, Mexico. It's a big city, a beautiful city in Mexico. The most beautiful, I think so. I want to say that because I love my city, and I never think leave my city. But you know, when you love something, your passion, you need to move on. And if you want up, right? But um, I'm start living in TJ, Tijuana, the last year, like February, and I practice my English a lot. So always I put nervous because right now I'm nervous because uh, sometimes I forget the words or think it is Spanish and try to translate to direct it to English, and that thing super complicated for me. But yeah, I for that reason I practice a lot. I love practice learn every day. And this moment of my life, I work in here in DJ and San Diego, and I have the opportunity for working other events, festivals in the United States. And thank you for all the promoters, all my friends, give me your hands and support me. And I'm super happy for being here and live all these things right now in my life. So yes, I'm from Oaxaca, Mexico. Um, also I'm a dentist. So I I work like dentist, like this is my professional career. But my love, my passion is be a dancer. So I try to do both. It's hard, but I try.
Okay, okay, okay. Armando, I know you and I talked about this over and over. Armando, when I first met Armando, Armando told me, Roswell, let's communicate in text because his English is not good. So I told Armando, I remember this. I said, Armando, it doesn't. I don't care if other people don't understand you. Once I understand you,
Yeah,
that's
you
what matters.
told me
And
that.
he's still, he's such a nice guy. He's telling me even before the interview, he wants everyone to understand what he's saying, and not only understand like English and Spanish, but really soak in what he's saying. I'm like, Armando, bro, just be yourself, and don't worry about it, and just, just it's okay, it's okay. He's such a
And
cool guy.
thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Um,
guys. Thank you, Roswell.
okay. Coming from Mexico, it's it's a lot of opportunities. It's a big transition, bro.
Yeah,
Coming to the U.S. and representing your country. I have a lot of friends that are from Mexico. Like my friend, like I told you a few minutes ago, my friend, the
yeah.
artist, his name is Jorge. He left literally. He only had like a bag on his shoulder and like a can of water. He told me his story, and he left his family and whatever. He literally walked across the border, and then I think went through Texas, and then somehow ended up in New York, and now he has his own art stuff. He worked hard and blah blah blah. So listening to that, it makes me proud of him. It makes me proud of my friends from Mexico. It makes me proud of you
Thank
and
you.
David and everyone. So and I cannot understand that because like I'm one of those like spoiled Americans. When I was like I don't, I mean things were like not really given to me. It was just like, Roswell, it's there. You can use it if you want to. You have a choice and stuff. But so I never really appreciate life. Like you did. My friends and stuff. And I feel that you appreciate. You have a better understanding and appreciation for life than I do because you really worked to get where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, yes, I
so, you know,
understand.
so, so I'm proud of you. I'm super, I don't know if I told you this before, but I'm proud of you. And this is one of the reasons
Thank
I
you so
wanted
much.
you to open up. I wanted you to open up the show with me. So how do you feel, Armando, knowing that you're representing not only your family, but Mexico and all Mexican, you're a role model. There are people looking at this, young Mexicans, they're looking at you and they're like, wow, if Armando can do this, I can do it. So how do you
Thank you.
feel knowing that you are where you are in your career because of hard work? How did that happen? How did that come? I know you just explained about the two careers and options, but
Yes.
how did Armando become Armando? Let me ask you
We,
that.
okay, so it's a big question because uh, first I need to say thanks to my family and thanks God for everything in my life. Armando is a um, persistent guy. Armando don't accept one a no or not for for answer, you know. And in my entire life, I fight for the things I wanted. So sometimes when I be a student in the university, my teachers told me like, "Hey son, why you don't just follow your dreams? Be a dancer." And in my home, my mom told me like you wanna be a dentist or dancer? So all the time that question like dentist dancer, and always I think why I cannot do both. Why I need just one thing? We have one life. God, God give it to you just the only you need. If you want something, you need fight for that. You need work hard for that thing. And I never think like with my ego, you know, like I need to be the best dancer of the world or something like no, just I wanna be a dancer. Always I say my first dream, my first goal was see my face in one flyer. When I started dancing, one day I think, oh my god, perhaps I hope I can see my face in one flyer. And I never think I need to go to the Europe event or United States USA event. I don't care if it's just the event in my city, you know, like a local event. Just if I can see my face in one flyer, I'm happy. So I fight for that. Eventually, I never think in do a big steps, you know. For me, it's a baby steps all the time, baby steps. Okay, I need to stay cool with my mom because if I don't do the things good in my school, I know my mom closed the door for my passion. And that's fun because my mom was a ballet dancer. My mom loves dance. My mom, my mom supported me a lot. My dad supported me too, but my dad always told me, "Hey, your future is in your career. The, the dance life is just a past, you know, like it's just a moment. So think the things good." So one day I just I think like why, and I cannot stay cool with everybody. What happened with me? What happened with Armando? So answer your question. Armando grew up evolves because of my feelings. If I feel something good, even if in my mind is like you know like how you say borroso, like I can see good, but if my heart told me like you can do it, just I do it. I trust in God, I trust in my feelings, and just go, you know. And I start like this, and always I have or I have I have it's like it's not scared, it's like what do you say afraid, miedo, you know, like always I feel like this thing in my mind like bro be careful, you know, like be careful, but when I do something I try to do it with uh, good vibes, do it my best, and I don't think in just okay if I do this what is for me, you know, like you need give me something if I do it. No, if you have the opportunity for do something like dance social. If you are good, don't tire. If you can and you can stay all the social, just do it. It's just one life, you know. Just do it. You know, like oh I'm I don't know, just 1 a.m. and I need to go to my bed because you know no. Of course, if I'm tired, like okay, I can dance 1 hour, 3 hours, but always I dance all the night because that feeling go that feeling disappear when I start dancing. So I'm happy and I'm glad for all this time in my career because you told that I never thinking have you know the Mexican dancers, Mexican talent, and they see me like a model, because I never think in that. Just I think I need this, I want that, just work for that, you know. I think like that, like simple things. I think in simple things. No, I don't think in the big things because the expectations sometimes can can let you down. Can like it's like a big limit for you or like a big wall expectation. But if you just think in the simple, live the life, your life, and do the things correctly with a good way, eventually you can have a big treasure, not just one thing, because the good things come together. If
Mhm.
you think just one, you forget all of it, your family, your friends, because sometimes your ego works and not your heart. I hope that makes sense. I'm sorry, guys.
No, no, no. It makes a lot of sense. You touch on a lot of subjects. You touch on like ego. You touch about like being the dentist stuff. You touch about like you know looking at stuff like in a more positive way. And so you talked about a lot of stuff. Especially you're representing your country and your mom and the relationship I have with my mom. You can understand because similar to your relationship with your mom, your mom is your best friend. My mom is my best friend, and
Yeah.
you know, kind of like your mom kind of like helped shape you into the man you are. My mom as well,
Yes.
you know. If it wasn't for her, I mean, yeah, my dad contributed and stuff, and yeah, but yeah. But something about a woman, something about mothers, something
Yeah.
about moms and their sons,
Yeah.
they have a more of an impact on their son's outcome than their dad's.
For sure.
I don't know
Yeah.
why, but my mom, so my mom is the one that I actually, always say, do it, go for what you want to do. I mean, if think about what you're going to do, and that if you could imagine yourself in that life, then do it. And just So similar when you're talking to me, I'm thinking about your mom. I'm thinking about my mom, Armando. I'm thinking about the
Yeah.
support your mom gave to you, my support my mom gave to me. So I'm
And
happy
we are
you
moms.
talk. I'm happy you. Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
happy
Sorry.
you
Sorry.
reflected on her. Yeah,
Yes.
and the dentist stuff is perfect. I could see what you have the perfect smile, bro. it's like it's like looking at it's like looking at a GQ magazine in in New York, those GQ magazine, they got those perfect it's like you're
I know.
just like the little nephew everyone wants to have and just come here, Armando, throw you up in the air and give me a big hug, nephew. You have that. I can imagine you. I mean, I can imagine you. There's a lot of, the cool folks love the bachata. There's a lot of dancers here that do other stuff. Some of them, like are chiropractors, legal people. You know,
Yeah.
the dentist stuff. I could see you doing that also because, like you look, you look
Thank you.
perfect. You have the perfect smile. You know, but uh, but you chose the career you chose because in your heart it's for you. I mean, my my career wasn't like always that clear because I went from psychology to religion to acting, back to psychology to biology to law to HR, now to cool man who loves the bachata. I went all over the place, and I think the reason I did is because I didn't really have like a solid plan of where I'm going, you know. And it's not really because of my parents my parents are from a yeah they came to this country in the 70s, and I guess I'm like the first. I guess I was born here, but I guess I'm like the uh, I don't know, like firstborn or whatever, But my parents always wanted the best of me, Armando, right? They
Yeah.
wanted, like be a lawyer, be a doctor, but they didn't say dentist because I just, I can't follow
I
directions.
know.
And to be a dentist, you got, but they say be like a legal person, maybe not the medical person, but maybe like a legal,
No, but that's cool.
But
That's cool.
yeah, but I just it just wasn't me. And I still do legal work. I review contracts for law firms. But just like you, bro, just like you, deep down inside your heart, you know who you are, and you
Yeah.
know which direction you're gonna go. I'm happy you mentioned your journey because similar. I mean, I'm happy you said that because I feel a little happy now because it took me a long time to get to where to do what I finally want to do. You know,
Yes.
and for you to explain what you just did, um, that's going to really help the young ones that are listening to this who are, debating on this or that or that, so that listening to your journey. That that's helpful. That's
Yeah.
helping them. You know.
Yes,
Um,
because it's complicated. Always is complicated. You don't, if you don't know what you need or think, perhaps you take this way and
yes.
have a lot. It's super long. But if you stop for a few minutes and try to listen to your heart, perhaps this way is more short because you can go like this and this because eventually you you stay where you need to stay. But is your choice is your choice. But it's complicated for everybody knows that because you need stay in contact with your feelings, with your um, belief, with your yeah, with your feelings and the thing you believe, wherever you believe, you know. So because sometimes you can hear a lot of people, or sometimes one person have successful and something work, but it's because they work for that. They use a formula, but that formula is not the same for you because you are different, because you feel different, because perhaps your ways for other side is not the same thing. But you can take the good things for that person and check your things and say, okay, perhaps this helped to me, not everything, but just this little detail, and this is the thing. Learn from everybody like dance. Right now, I can I think doesn't exist that dancer knows everything. That's uh, big deal. And for that reason, you need find or ask to all the people, or in this case, the dancers, you like it, and you can put all the pieces together and find your own way.
Hmm. Is that the reason you have a your name is Dr. Bachata, or I just remember Dr. Bachata is your dance name, right? So,
Dance name,
but
yeah.
you're talking about formulas and stuff. No, I can see you're very bro. I'm getting to know. This is one of the reasons I do interviews with you guys because just when I think I know you guys tell me stuff, and now I know you more than before. I'm beginning to think that you're not only a dancer, bro. You're like a scientist or something in the days, or like a mathematician. Yeah, you're like a mathematician. You're very analytical. I notice that
Yeah,
about you when you talk, and you're very skeptical. Like you're very and this helps the dance world because I
yeah.
think when you and I'm not a dancer. I pretend to be in it. I pretend to be a dancer, but I'm not. But when
You're
you're
a dancer.
dancing, you have to plan stuff out, and you just can't just go on the stage and go like, "Ah, no, no, no." You have to like,
I know.
especially if you're going to do those, nighters and stay up till 5 a.m. or whatever. So let me ask you this question: When you're performing, and I've seen you perform, when you're performing, do you have like an idea of I know you have an idea what you're going to do, but do you have like a backup plan? Let's say, like for me, for example, if you say Russell, go on stage and teach a class, I'd be like, yeah, I'll do what this guy did on YouTube. And then if let's say the music stops or tummy ache, I don't have a plan B or plan C. I was like, Armando, I need your help, bro. I can't do this shit. But so
Yeah, yeah.
this is what makes a professional dancer. And plus, you're very analytical. So how do you, when you're on stage, so tell everyone, how do you manage to do what you want to do no matter what happens? I mean, I know there's going to be, maybe it's a bad day, it's raining, or maybe you didn't get enough sleep, or whatever. But how do you keep it together for your audience?
Oof. Um, that's a good question. And I think the first point is when I go to the stage or when I go to teach a class, always I think this opportunity is not about me, it's for the people. The people
Mhm.
in the audience, they pay, of course, for go to the event because they love this work, and I'm a product. I mean, I know I'm valuable and I know my potential, but if I think, oh, it's because of me, because I'm the good, I'm the best, perfect. So that thing is dangerous because have when you put your ego before your your hurt, uh, uh, and you have a mistake, you, even if you have plan B, plan C, plan D, you cannot do it because right now you think you are the best, right? You don't need a plan B, plan C. So because you are the best. I mean that thing is good because give it to you the confidence, right? The strength for be a good and grow up. But for me, when I go to the stage, always I think, okay, I need to do it my best, focus, and it's a magical thing because when always I put nervous before one show, one class, always, always more here in USA. My God, because I love you say that I'm super analytic. I love the information. I enjoy study, history, musicality, everything because the people pay for that. The people pay for something good. It's not just my face, my smile. No, the people pay because they trust in you. And, and like you know something they don't know. So it's the same like when went to the school. For that reason, in your school, you have many teachers, not just one. Many teachers. Because every single teacher gives to you something for you all good. And I think the same when I dance. For that reason, I try to be humble with my work and loves my work. And with that love, I dance. With that feeling, I go to the stage. And if something happened, I trust. I trust in myself. Like, okay, don't worry, just do it. If I have a mistake in my show, if I put the face like fuck, oh, the people know this. But if just I don't care, just go, and the people enjoy that because my grandpa always told me professional. Okay, I need. Let me see this in Spanish and I think in English. Okay.
Okay.
Mi
Okay.
abuelo siempre me dijo que el profesional es aquel que hace las cosas por excelencia. Professional is the person do the things for excellence. It's not about the titles. No, it's about of how can you do the things. If you do the things you work just because you think you are super cool, super good, that energy perhaps help to you 1 year, 2 years, but eventually the hard work, the discipline, and the um, the good information, the professional dancer, a real professional, they study and work and the professional worry for the little details. Trust me, they stay all the time because exist dancers like the like I don't know my teacher right now is Gabby X is my He's my dance partner right now, and also he's my teacher because I try to learn everything about of her. He's an amazing dancer, and she speak about something of the I don't remember right now good, but it's the top. Don't worry, it's not about the dancers like the top artists like the music just have a one exit one song, and after that the people forget. Don't stay more time. Why the masters the support of this work continue like Titi Tamara, Eddie Torres, the big dancers stay, and the new dancers just don't go sometimes. Sometimes it's because a good teacher always study, and that people all the time continue, study or learning something, and that people have a lot of information for more years, and you never, if you try to do better like that people, you never can do that because that people have one dream, and it's not your dream, it's not your way. They go for this for her or his way, like they just work because they feel that if you try to work for be or for demonstrate, make sense, for just the people recognize you, that thing never happened. Never happened. If you just work because you feel and you try to do the things because you feel it and you understand this moment is not about you. I speak about the festival, like the stage and the classes. You are part of a big family, a big world, but you're a little piece. And if the people trust in you, even if you're a little piece, trust me, you can stay for many years because you give something good to that people. It's not just a good show, because I see amazing shows, but it's just that. Wow, cool. I don't feel it, and perhaps I can see a good show, something like that, and I believe everything, every single second, like, oh my God, what happened? That guy is an artist. He's not a dancer. He's an artist. And always I say, the best expression of the art is a feeling. If you love, if you hate, if you feel, you are art. Yeah.
Your grandfather is a very noble man. You know what he said to you and stuff. And
Yeah. I love him.
I'm happy. I'm happy you mentioned. I'm happy you mentioned your family because that's very important. Because through family support is what makes you who you are. What makes me who I am. What makes your neighbor who he is. What makes family support is very very
Yeah.
important. And I'm happy you're emphasizing that, and it's very important, especially in the dance world. Because
Yes.
without the love and support, not only from the friends but from our family. Like I know for me, like when I was doing my masters and and stuff, it's one thing when my friend Roswell, you can do it. We know we have faith in you, but it's different when my mom or my
Yes.
aunt or my sister, when they call me and they tell me you can do it, you can. Around there's a different feeling when your family
For sure.
is supporting you. I mean, yeah, your friends are always going to be your friends, but for me, I can't speak for everyone, but for me, my mom, my stuff, when I get the acknowledgement from them, I feel I can really do it. And it doesn't have to be dance. It could be
Yes.
whatever
It's about
I put
of
my
the life.
mind to. So, your grandfather, you mentioned your mom and stuff. So, um, something also you mentioned that's very important, the commitment that you
Commitment.
give to your audience. It's a two-way
Yes.
relationship. You give to your audience give to you. You're on stage, even if though it's an awful song and whatever, you're still doing it. And I just want everyone to notice for the records, what makes a dancer is because of that example that I'm going to give. You're on stage, you're having a bad day or whatever, it's
Yeah.
raining, the music is awful. Oh, I'm not getting much money for this, but you're still doing it because you know people trust you. They depend
Yes.
on you. So despite how you feel and what's around you, you're still doing it. So this is the reason I wanted to bring you on, Armando, and on all of you guys, to let the world know you guys are just not Saturday night dancers, midnight to 5 a.m. and then sleep all day. And there's people are looking up to you. I'm looking up to you. You know what? I'm looking up to all of you guys. And so what you said is very important because you have a commitment not only to yourself but to all of those people who are not only paying money to see, but even if they get in for free, they
Yeah.
still trust you. They still trust
Yeah.
that Armando's going to go on stage, do his stuff, and that's it. So what you said is very important, and I'm happy you said that because a lot of people that are not really dancers like me. I mean, before I entered this dance world, I just thought dancers are just that's all they do. They just dance and eat and drink and sleep and whatever, and that's it. But no, after what you just said, that's not true. What I just said, about what I used to say. I don't say that now. No, just for the records, that's what I used to say. Okay, this was back in the days when I was very young. Okay,
Okay.
okay, just for the records. So Armando, so tell me more about. So I'm happy you said that. So tell me about more about these workshops. Okay, and this goes back to what I just asked you before. You're you're teaching a class, right? And you're trying to get across a message to someone that never really that never really been exposed to what you're showing them. Maybe it's a central bachata, urban bachata, whatever. And your job is you can't force somebody to learn how to dance, right? You
No.
can
Yeah.
encourage them, right? So how do you encourage and how do you encourage someone to feel what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? So you're teaching a class, you're surrounded by all of these people, and you can see someone is like they're struggling a little bit, but how do you guide them without going up to them, pointing to them, and say, hey, this is how you do. You don't want to embarrass them. So how do you, as an instructor, still get across to that little boy or that little girl, but still, you don't want to like me, for example,
Yes.
you don't want to come up to me and say, Roswell, this ain't how you do it, man. No, you still want to do what you have to do to everyone, but then again, you don't want to leave this little guy out. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
explain that to me, please. I mean, explain that to us. How do you manage to get across what you want to get across to everyone without without you know that person feeling left out? And that's what a teach. This is what a teacher becomes a teacher, and you are a
Yes.
teacher.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The first thing the people need to understand is they need to learn what is bachata. In my work, I'm teaching bachata. They need to understand first what's mean bachata, right? So they need to understand we have styles. Sometimes the dancers give it to you style, and always I say one thing: when the people forget explain that little detail, the students confuse and they think just this is bachata, this is bachata, and they fight for for do these things, this type of, and they focus just in that and they forget bachata exists from almost 60 years. So
Mhm.
this is a cultural thing. So the people need to understand uh, we have a structure, specific structure, and when you understand the basics and fundamentals, you can go to the new step. Like okay, so I know basics and fundamentals. And I know what happened with my body. I know what my body needs for dance. And and after that, perhaps after that, you can take a advanced class for style. You know. So when that things happen to me in my classes, always I ask to the promoters, hey, please give me a um, sorry, it's a beginners class, all or all levels. I, I I want to teach musicality, or basic fundamentals, because I love teach, because it's the same like when I went when I was in the university. Sorry, when I was in the university, I remember one teacher for surgery. They told us, guys, you need to know what is healthy, what happened in one mouth, healthy, for you can understand what is bad, what thing is bad. If you don't know, mouth healthy, you never identify. You never can identify um, situation, uh, disease, and for you like, oh, you're good, and the people have an infection. You know, like, oh, that is like just not good, and no, that's not good. That is happening in that mouth. So you need to understand that thing, that mouth is not good. It's not healthy. So I try to see that this is an analogy. It's an analogy for the dance, because I try to do that in all my classes. If I don't if I don't know anything about bachata, how can I teach bachata? Oh, it's
Right.
because
Right.
I have a good body motion, and the people need to understand my body motion, and look, I have an amazing step. Yes, good. That's cool. That's style. But exist people don't like that, or exist people like that, but they cannot do that because you don't have the base and fundamentals for teach that, because you teach steps, you don't teach technique. So I tried to teach basis and fundamentals. I tried to ask to my teachers and my friends, hey, this is good, this is not, give me your opinion for this, please. And after that, I can make my for, formula, my or make my class for explain, like my school. When I have like homework, and to the next day I need to explain one thing, like, okay, this is a neck. I need to explain the neck. Okay, this is the neck, and I cannot read. Oh, he say this. No, no. If you read, I can read to my book. Explain me. How can I understand that this thing? How can I understand this? Okay, look, this is one muscle. This is other muscle. This is whatever. It's the same like dance. Okay, you need to take this posture. Don't worry. Don't stress. Just trust me. Find your balance. Don't lose your balance. Stay grounded and just go. And the people love that because it's a little details, and I love that because I feel good, because the students is an image of you. It's like a mirror. So you need to work hard for that mirror looks good. It's not just about style. It's not just about one step. It's about the information, because you create the new generation. You create it, and I don't speak about the competitions or show or performances. I speak about the we are world, dance world, the social world. We need to create a same language. I try to do my best for speaking English right now, because I love learn and understand what do you say, and what need my new audience, my new students. I cannot just go and I don't care English. Okay, guys, sale chicos, 1, 2, 3, compita, vámonos. Y si me entendiste, no. What? hey, just tell me one, two, three, please, right? Like, is that thing is important. For that reason, you need to understand when I have other phrase of my grandpa is uh, the faith is confidence, no challenge. And I have that phrase here in my grip because I love that faith phrase. I love because it helped it to me in all my journey. The faith is confidence, no challenge. When you understand and when you recognize the existence of one superior, supreme being, wherever, life, universe, God, Buddha, wherever you believe, you never go, when you believe in that, you never think or you never be superior like the old people because you have a superior being. So you cannot be superior like that person. So that, that thing uh, um, give it to you the opportunity for stay grounded, stay humble, and, and understand that discipline is very like talent because I can I don't have talent. I recognize I work a lot for for I do not knock the door saying, hey, look, I'm a dancer of bachata, and if you give me the opportunity in your event, don't pay me. Just I don't feel pressure for that because if I do it just for money, that is other thing. But I do it for me because I love teach. I, I love the people knows the things I know because this is a uh, um, share knowledge or knowledge, share knowledge. Yes,
Yeah, sure knowledge.
I don't know everything, but sometimes the people think, oh, this is my step because I do it in my choreography, or this is mine, just mine. Oh, this is not yours. Perhaps you see that in one thing. Of course, yes. You imagine the choreography and you do it, but this thing exists before you. Just you give a little touch of your talent, of your skills. But bachata is bachata with you, salsa is salsa with you, or no. It's just try to give to the people a real things with value, not
Mm.
just banal things. Because this is not like a perfume. This is not like just a shirt. These things is about of legacy. This is a legacy. This is for all eternity because just you need one person believe in you, and that person continue with your knowledge. And this is a how you say cadena change, Chandler, cadena. Oh my God, I forget the word. This is
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
yes, Chandler. I forgot. Sorry. This is yes, one person can share, and that person speak with other person, and so that legacy is the most important. The show, the people forget the show. The class, the people forget the class. But the information, the little detail, sorry, the steps, the show, and the steps, the people forget that. In the real wild bachata and salsa work, the social dancing, the people forget the, okay, they say the arm and take her shoulder, and now, what is next? Wait, no. But the people remember the technique. Okay, they told me stay grounded and look, I don't lose your balance. Oh, perfect. I have a good basic. I'm dancing. And the people forget dancing is not doing steps and amazing and fancy steps. No. When you dance with other person, this is a body communication. It's about of your energy. We are energy. So if it's just 3 minutes, do your best for that person. For that person, remember you after that 3 minutes, and they say or she or he say, "Wow, I like dance with that person. It's fun. I love it." It's not like, oh my God, that guy dance awful, or they hurt me, or that girl is not a good follower, and just be careful, because it's the same for both. But yes, I try to I try to always give to the people a real information for they don't struggle or put stressful, because that is happening a lot. And for the reason, the most of the people leave this work because they say, no, this is not for me. Because the teachers forgot we are there for that people. It's not because you are beautiful, or perhaps yes, I don't know. This in this
Yeah,
work,
they become yeah, they become discouraged. They become discouraged. Yeah, they're like, I'm not gonna go. I'll go do salsa or like belly
yeah,
dance or two step. No more
and look,
bachata.
the people forget all the
Yeah,
important thing. This is a um, this is a Pacific word, I know, but this the bachata salsa zomba soup word is how you say this it's private. It's private. Why is private? Because we don't have a syllabus, correct syllabus for together. I mean, salsa have a syllabus. For the reason I love salsa, because salsa have a specific things for dance, and the people respect that. But bachata no, bachata is a baby. We have three styles at work in the world: traditional or authentic, sensual bachata, and urban bachata. Right? But the people forget sometimes we need a structure. We need we need to respect the styles and understand that, not teach steps, right? And for that reason, the ballet, contemporary jazz, have a big syllabus, they have a big schools, and this is a professional career because they are organized. They respect the art. And this word, I love this word, but it's not true. The people don't respect just the art. The people respect the money. The people respect the parties, and the people respect or just want an amazing weekend and be popular. Have a many followers. The people pay for that, and I think why do you pay for followers? It's, it's not better just close to the people in the social, and you prefer pay for followers. And when you go to the festival, oh, I'm tired. I don't want to go to the social. Or hey, I go to the social like 1, 2 a.m. and I need to sleep like at 3 a.m. Oh, but you pay for followers, and you forget the real people is there waiting for dance with you, waiting for your class, waiting for your show. So that thing is for me is crazy because I receive messages, like, hey, you wanna grow up your social media? Um, so no, no, thank you. I don't wanna. I don't pay for followers. I prefer use my money for other things like buy my shirts, pay for my series. I love the food here, so I prefer pay for go to a good restaurant. You know, I prefer that. But this is my point. Sorry, I speak a lot.
no, it's okay. It's okay, bro, bro. You say so much. I'm trying to keep track of everything you're telling me. You're so super smart. You are super analytical. My God. Respect is number one here. I'm happy that you mentioned that because when I had my interview with Ellen Gates and our partner this summer, we ended the interview about respect. How guys respect a woman, and it's kind of Armando, it's kind of strange because like before I entered the dance world of bachata, I lived a typical American music lifestyle, which is nothing wrong with that, and American music socials are different from bachata socials. You know, when I was younger, back in high school, I used to go to these like weird American socials. You just go there, just grab a girl, hell with respect. Grab with her, dance, whatever. You just want to look good so your friends can talk about you the next day and whatever. Then, oh boy, I entered the bachata world.
It's
Respect,
amazing.
respect, respect, respect. Did I learn? Okay. And I learned that, you ask a girl to dance, not tell her, ask politely. Okay. So that's what I had to learn. That there you go. I had to learn that the hard way. And I had to learn about rejection and so it's not like the American rejection. When a girl just rejects you because you know she just wants to something to talk about to her friends. Like bachata, like when reject you, I learned they're not rejecting you because you're ugly. They're rejecting you because maybe you you did something to her when you dance with her, or maybe they're not feeling good or whatever. It's a different mindset. So I appreciate it and learn about that. And the reason I'm telling you this, Armando, and I'm telling everyone is because you started off the answer to me by saying that it's good to have an appreciation beforehand before you go into a workshop or whatever. What you think you know about bachata, swipe it out of your head. Not you, Armando, but your students or whatever. Like me, that was my problem when I first started to dance in New York. In New York, I started my first dance lesson. I used to watch YouTube and whatever. I was like, oh yeah, I know what to do. I'm going to walk in there and tell the dance instructor how he should be doing it. And especially this is New York, it doesn't work that way. So I remember when I walked in thinking I know everything, I didn't know any. I still don't. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I still have to know 10 years later. But my point of the story is that I quickly had to stop this stubbornness I had of these expectations in my head that how class is going to be, how the social is going to be, how the type of girl is going to be and going to dance. You have to be open minded, bro. I had to have been open minded, and I had to struggle with that because I didn't come from that. I wasn't used to that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I
Yes, I
wasn't used to that. So I'm happy, 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 very happy. You talked about specifically about going into a dance class, especially with the example I gave you, where you have to pinpoint that little boy for, you know,
yeah.
maybe if he had a mindset not like mine, walking into your class and saying, I'm going to swipe everything that I think I know to the side and absorb what are mine. That helped because, and I'm saying this for everyone because it took me a long time to want to do that because I'm so damn stubborn, as everyone know. I'm a November child. I'm Sagittarius. I'm the fire sign. I'm very like. But what you just said it's helpful, and I wish you had met me 10 years ago. That would have made life
Wow.
so much easier for me. So I wasn't rebellious or argumentative with my instructors or telling them this is how Marco and Sarah do. This, but it is important what you said. No, and it's true. And it makes your job as an instructor easier because that person is now in your class, wants to learn, let go or open up a little piece of your brain to absorb new information and all of that stuff, the legal stuff that I do. And all of that stuff being the dentist explain life. To go ahead, you have to like really try to decide so you give your mind opportunity to be more respectful of what's going on. And there's where respect comes in. You see what I'm respect comes in then and there. Respect comes in where, okay, I'm gonna go to Armando's class and everything that I learned is gonna go back here, but what Armando's telling me is gonna go here. And then that is respect. That's one aspect of respect. Not only respect going on a dance floor, asking a girl to dance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But and also a thing about respect that you mentioned is that is respect also, because you're respecting your instructor, you're respecting yourself, you're respecting the Latin community.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
So
for
what
sure.
you just said is super super important, and I'm happy you said that.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Um, Good job, bro. Good job. Good job. I know, good job. I'm happy with that. Okay. 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 Oh, here we go. I know I I promised you we're gonna go before 10 p.m. and I got no, but we're having such a good time talking. Hell with social media. I don't care.
Yeah,
Let them yell at me. I don't care. No, no, but seriously. Okay.
don't
So
worry.
let's move on here. Okay. So what are some events that are coming up that you want to tell everyone about?
Whee! Okay, so I'm happy because the next week, sorry, this week, I have with Gabby in ELA the BKS. The promoter is Kenny Miranda. Is the BKS Salsa Bachata Kizomba Festival, but it's more for salsa. It's more for salsa this event, and I have events in Reno, Utah, and I don't remember right now what event I have in December and October, but I have Houston Salsa Congress in January and Reno in January, and and perhaps I don't know because I thinking a lot. I love the competition. I don't say this, but I start my career like a competitor. I start this career in the competition in Mexico. Sorry, is my battery. Okay, perfect. So in Mexico, I'm start in the competition. Mexico is a big fan of the competition, so I'm happy and glad because I'm here and the people know me because I'm win a few competitions, and when I say this because perhaps I don't know, I go to the summit one more time and compete. I don't know if it's a solo competition or in partnering, but perhaps the summit championship is in my list of events. Just I have that right now, and I have classes in San Diego. I'm happy with my friends in San Diego, DJ Sonero, DJ Mambo, because they support me a lot. And yes, I have that events like La BKS, Reno, Houston, and Summit right now.
Wow, that's a lot of. But how do you? That's a good fat burner. I always, I always say that, and I know I say that in a funny way. Whenever you guys are traveling here, one day, you guys are in like Phoenix today, and then tomorrow Houston, then the next day New York. Bro, just thinking about all the traveling you guys do, I get mentally exhausted. But you guys do it, and that's a good fat burner. I always say that as a joke because let's say you're trying to lose weight, you guys don't have to worry about that because you hop in there, run in there, da,
I know.
well, how do I mean, how do you manage to? Maybe that's the reason you're so slim. You know,
Oh yeah.
but how?
I'm this is my problem. I need use my agenda, all the time. I never use it, but in
Mhm.
this moment of my life, I used it a lot. And when somebody called me like, "Hey, you have time for this event? Give me a second," and I looking for like, okay, yes. But sometimes I forget, or I don't know, like, oh, I have this event and I don't put in my cell phone, or just I need if I if I need to stay like super secure of one event, I need go to the chat, like my WhatsApp or my Messenger, because sometimes I have conversations like I forget or I forgot to put in my calendar. So it's that thing stress me a lot because I cannot do everything. And right now I'm start working like dentist here in TJ, and I have a new job in the morning and for in the yes, and after that I teach, and after that in the weekend I need go, I don't know, to Los Angeles or Mexico, wherever. So for the reason when I have time for myself, I enjoy go to eat or see my series, or in the airport I with my computer I stay waiting for, but yes, it's complicated because I'm for myself, and right now Gabby helped me a lot because when I have events with Gabby. Oh yes, I remember. I have in October 7 in Chicago. We go to Chicago. I remember that. Yes. So she stay in charge. Like, hey, I need. She told me like the last time, I need made a calendar for us. The Google Calendar, and you can have the same calendar, and you can see your things and my things, and we are things. We are events. And I said, yes, please. Gabby's super smart person. I'm super happy and glad for work with her right now because I learned a lot, not just dance. I mean, in this in for this event in USA because I'm super new. I'm stay here just for 1 year. 1 year is I work good in Mexico. In Mexico, I have more. I feel more comfortable because I
Yeah,
know my people. But
yeah.
here I'm new. I'm the new guy in the school, so I need to go slow and just learn. Don't rush, step by step, baby steps.
That's a good question to ask you. I'm sorry, I didn't. I, as you can tell, I didn't. I don't plan stuff that I'm going to ask people. I just ask them arbitrarily. Now I know what I'm going to ask you. I'm thinking what I should ask you. Okay, comfort zone. Bingo.
Yeah,
That's what I'm going to ask you. You just said a second ago you feel more comfortable in Mexico than, but I got that safety zone. Like
yeah,
like we all have our comfort zone. Like me, like I feel more comfort. This is my comfort zone. Just going behind the camera
yeah.
and asking you guys personal questions. That's my no.
Nah,
But
that's cool. That's cool. I'm good. I'm good.
but how do we all have to? We all can, like things in life, whatever religion we believe in, Catholic, Jewish, Hindu, things don't last forever, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I mean, someday there's going to be another cool man who loves the bachata doing this, and someday there's going to be another Armando. So things don't. It's part of life, right? Especially
yeah,
now thinking about 9/11, and things don't last forever. So my point to you is that we all have safety zones, safety niches. Little psychology involved here, right?
yeah,
Like we all feel like it's going to be like this forever and ever and ever. We don't want to leave our comfort zone, but we have to,
yeah,
especially you, because you have. I mean, you got to hop on a plane tomorrow to go here. You got to hop on a plane next week to go here. I mean, comfort or no comfort, you got to go, bro. So
yeah,
you just said how you're not in Mexico now, but how do you how do you adjust to going out of your comfort zone? Like for example, like we're talking for an interview, and you want to speak Spanish, but then again, half the people don't speak Spanish, and like Roswell. So, but you still, you're changing you're changing your comfort zone. That's a good example.
yeah,
So, so how do you manage that? Like, how do you manage to still be Armando, knowing that you're in a different environment, a different setting, like you know what I'm saying? How do you
yeah.
manage to still be you, but you're not in Mexico? How do you still manage to be how do you still manage to be Armando of Mexico even though you're in California? Is that a good question? You
Yes,
know?
it's a good
What
question.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, and I understand at the
Mhm.
perfection because perfectly. I understand perfectly, but it's
Yeah,
better.
perfect. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
That's
You're
fine.
good.
Um, because I live my comfort zone. I mean my
Mhm.
home. So I think, and I speak for the Latin people. We used to stay with the family all the time. Like you need to stay with close to your family, your dad, your mom. In this case, my dogs, my grandfathers.
Mhm.
But in this time of my life, I work in my happy moments. I work in my yes, in my free time,
Mhm.
I try to do the things make me happy, even if I not stay in Mexico, because that is the thing. I do it almost the same thing here, like in Mexico, because I was a student. I go to the school. After that, I go to work,
Mhm.
and at night I go. In the night, I go to my rehearsals.
Mhm.
If I have partner or I be in a group. So all the time I'm a busy man. Like
Mhm.
like I try to be a good son, a good boyfriend, a good friend, a good dancer, a good student. So
Mhm.
and and I'm in my comfort zone. So, but in my free time, I do it my things. I go to go. I go to the theater like for myself. Go
Mhm.
to eat alone,
Mhm.
and that thing helped me to me for don't lose who I am. You
Okay.
know, because I love the simple things. I love wake healthy and eat good and talk to my friends, my family.
Mhm.
Don't forget, don't forget, don't forget me, right?
Okay.
Don't forget me because sometimes you focus in your goals,
Mhm.
but you forget the process is the most important, not the goal.
Mhm.
So if you forget that, you lose your essence, you lose your passion. In one point, you have you have the goal, you have the yes, you have your treasure, but you feel empty. Like okay, what is next? What happened? Because you lose yourself in the way, in the process. So my secret is don't lose myself. If I like cartoons, it's my business. It's because I'm like a
Mhm.
child. If I like the toys, it's because I love that. Because always I love the video games, but I don't have video games because I don't have time for play.
Are
but
you sure?
but
Oh.
I always I have a. Let me show you. What is? Let me show you quickly. I have things. I have one thing. I'm a big fan of Pokemon. So always in my bag I have these little toys, like because I like it. I like it.
Oh
It's
my
a Dragonite.
God, bro.
So if I go to the street and I see something I like it, and even if I don't need it, that this little thing make me happy, you know. So when I don't stay in my comfort zone, and when I
Mhm.
when I'm stay in one situation like uncomfortable for me, I try to remember the little things makes me happy, and I read and I say, okay, this thing is not for all eternity. These things happened, and just move on. Don't worry.
Hmm.
I try to do
Interesting.
that. Yeah.
Um, hmm. No, that's interesting. No, I mean when you're showing me the your friend there, I was getting hungry. I'm like dinner time. No, I'm just kidding. It's like, my God, like, that was up to I would have just like eaten it. I'm so bad. I'm
I
like,
know.
it's hungry there. It's appetizing. Um, okay, okay, okay. I know you have to go soon. Okay, okay. Okay. So what I wanted to ask you is just that it's good that to know yourself and this is something I wanted to bring up real quickly because you're in the media, and you're in the spotlight, and stuff. And I see it way too much, especially in big cities. I mean, not that
Yes.
I'm saying New York City is not, but I always tell people, and it's not good to do too much of one thing. Okay, I always tell people that they need to like have a balance, not to dance too much,
Yes.
or because when you dance too much, you can get burnt out, bro.
Yeah.
Um, so So I'm happy that you mentioned that. So it's good to actually have Armando time, so you don't, be one of those Hollywood, like on the news, like,
Yeah.
"But I've been partying too much," and whatever, because that's not good. Happy you mentioned that. Okay, okay. I know you have to go. How much time do you have left? Like, how many minutes do you have left?
Like 10 minutes, 15.
Okay, okay, okay. That's great. Okay, so let me Okay, so just remind me when the 10 to 15 minutes. Because I'm bad with time
Okay.
management. Okay, so what are some advice that you can give to organizers? I asked everyone this question, and they all have different responses, and there's no right or wrong answers. Okay, so it's a Saturday night. You know, you have one, two, three, five of the greatest organizers in this world having their events. Right? It could be a big
Yeah.
city. It could be Miami. It could be New York. It could be Paris, a big city. These five big shot organizers live within 5 miles radius. Right? You got John. You got Ed. You got Mary. You got Rashid. You got Solinda. Solinda. I'm just making these names. I didn't even know that's the name. The point is that you and I and we'll have to decide which of these events we're going to go to, and because they're we have to support them. They are our
Oh,
friends.
for sure.
People love to bachata, and just got to go.
Yeah.
But the point is that it's 5 a.m. and Armando, I am angry. I didn't get to dance with any hot chick at any of these events because I'm jumping here for 5 minutes, hopping an Uber to go uptown for 1 hour, then going downtown to hang out with Rashid for 2 minutes, then back with Uber to go with John for like 5 minutes, then here until five. The point is that
Oof,
I didn't
oof.
get to meet any hot chick. I've just been running around all over the place, so going here, going there, giving support, and to make matters worse, everyone else did the same. Not many people show up at these events. But these five big shots, and here you go with Ego, because you opened up the interview with Ego. Maybe it's an Ego thing. They still do it again next Saturday, and then again and again. The bottom point of what I'm trying to ask here is that if this was a perfect dance world, right? How can these five friends, still come together? There we go, come together for one night to save all of this confusion, all of this traveling, and all of this aggravation. Can that be done in a perfect world? And I'm only
Yeah.
asking everyone this because I see a lot of it. I travel, I see stuff, and I'm like, what's going on? And I feel bad for most of these people because everyone is my friend. So I said, you guys are dishing out all that money, and then only three people are showing up, but you're doing it again. Is it an ego stuff? Is it a macho stuff? Is it like a language stuff of it?
I
Maybe
mean,
they don't speak Spanish. I don't know. I have no idea, bro.
yeah.
Why are they doing it over and over and over and over? I don't know.
Oh
If
my
they're going to
God.
support one another. I mean,
Yeah. I
be a
this
dentist?
is happened, and yes, because that thing happened here too. You know, um, if the community is a big, if we have a big community, and these guys or these promoters, these people have full a full night all Saturdays, perhaps that's good for the people, like just the dancers, like just go to enjoy the moment, right? But for us, like the artist or the if I need, I know, um do a performance in one spot, like that 5 spots, I need choose have a good choice, because sometimes the people for ego, like, why you go to that event and not to my event, like, hey, wait, you need to understand sometimes the promoters or the DJs or the owners of the all the social need to understand one thing.
Mhm.
They stay there because of the people. If the people is confused, like, what is better, like, to speak, because sometimes things happen, like, okay, my event is better like that event because I put 3 salsas, 2 bachatas. No, look, I prefer bachata, 3 bachatas, 1 salsa, or I don't know, whatever.
Mhm.
because that you need it's a marketing. So sometimes the people is okay, perhaps this Saturday I go to this one and this one. But if the promoters were was an intelligence more intelligent, like, hey, we have a good event. This is for money, of course, because we are promoters. We
Mhm.
not we work with the music like DJ, okay? So why just one time at month, like one Saturday at month, let's find the union and create a big salsa social.
Mhm.
Like, okay, everybody together, and the people like, wow, this is new. This is let's go, right? Imagine it, the people of all this event in just one place with the best dancers, the stars, like, wow, that's amazing. It's like a festival in my city. Like, it's just one Saturday. I don't need to pay for the plane and go to Chicago or to Houston or Miami. Just here, close to my home. But yes, I think it's about of egos. It's about of power, because in my work, in my dance work in Mexico, the competition, everybody won't be the best, the first place all the time, all the time, all the time. And that's good because
Mhm.
if it's your dream, do it. But in my case, it's not my dream. My dream is share, dance with the people. I love win the competitions. Win the competitions, of course. That is a feel. It's an amazing feel, sensation. But it's not everything, because the next month is other competition and the people forget you are the champion, because the next month we have other competition, like, oh, this is the top in October. I need see the top in November. You know, so that thing is crazy, and every single competition have the rules. It's the same with the socials. Every single social have a good thing, because if you think, you go to dance salsa, bachata, kizomba, and you go just for dance, for enjoy the moment. But why the people don't try to, okay, if we have five in at month, why don't yes, why don't choose choice a different days, like, just for the people go just for
Mhm.
one place, and you can have more people. But sometimes, no, I need Friday or Saturday, because I need Saturday, because I prefer don't fight with the people, just okay, perfect, yes, do it, and I move on, because that energy sometimes, yeah, that I don't like it. When I work with the
Mhm.
with the socials here, and they invite me, sometimes I'm tired, but I try to go because of the people too, because that work is work for me, because if the people look at me dancing, perhaps I can have a one or two private lessons. So this is for me, because it's my work, and I cannot just wait here in my room. The people call me for one festival and just that. No, you need work. You need to stay in the spot, in the spotlight. Not because you are popular, no, because the people need to see you working. You know, like
Mhm.
a candy store or something like that. I don't know. Like, if you need cigarettes, that store is open. But if one day you look that store closed, you find other store. Even if you need walk more or drive more time, and
Mhm.
eventually you prefer the other store, because the other store is always open, and this store close a few days.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's open, sometimes not. And
Mhm.
everything is about the marketing. Everything is about the comfort, the comfortability for the people. And if you cannot understand that, perhaps one day you don't have people for your social, because the people prefer
Mhm.
something nice, close, nor just dance, have a good time, and not just think, oh, if I go to this social, my friend is angry to me because I don't go to the other social. And if you are an artist, a teacher, oh my god, I hate that. Like, if is that your friend, you cannot be my friend. Wait, it's the same with the competitions here. Why you go to that competition and you don't come to my competition? And wait, no, listen to me. I need to be neutral. I'm the friend of everybody, but I'm a person. Sometimes I want chocolate. Sometimes I want vanilla. I cannot eat all the time chocolate. You know, I need I need proof everything. Give me the opportunity for free, prove everything. But if I prefer and my favorite is chocolate, of course I be there with you.
That was pistachio, bro. You know like pistachio? What's up with that? This is a
Pistachio.
pistachio. Forget
Yeah,
chocolate.
pistache en español.
Pistachio. But no, it's true what you say. I mean, you gotta, you know, it's about the people. It's about you really love the
Yeah,
people. You really love the public. It's I've never really witnessed a dance artist who really love people as much as you do. Me, if I'm like, you know, tired, I'm like, hell with the people, man. Let them go to church or what. You love it. That's great.
yeah,
You love what you do, not like what you do, and it shows. It shows in everything you said tonight, all the words that you emphasized, the people that you highlighted, those individuals that you acknowledged, your family, and so. I mean, it shows in the responses you gave to me that your heart for bachata is
yes,
here, not
yeah,
there. And you're not doing it for the money. And so I don't, it's great when I want to listen to that because that tells me, you're a good person. You got to go. Okay. I know you're going to send me that. Okay. I'm down to five
yeah.
minutes. All right. What are some last minute words you want to say before you skip out of here? What is the last stuff you want to tell everyone that's listening? What's the takeaway message you would like everyone to know?
Okay. First, thank you for stay all this time, 1 hour 37 minutes. Thank you for listen for
I feel
thank
so
you
bad.
for thank
Thanks
you
so
for
much.
joining us and listen to me or try to listen to me, understand my Spanglish.
You're good.
Um, my best advice for you is follow your dreams. But really, it's not for being a romantic or something like that. No, but have an amazing power. Your faith is an amazing power for you. Even if you don't believe in God, or don't worry for that. It's not about the religion. It's about of the loyalty of you. If you want something, trust me, the way is complicated for the best dreams ever is complicated. And sometimes it's like, my God, I cannot do that, do it. And more if you stay far from home like me, sometimes I miss my family. Sometimes I think, why I still doing this? you know? And I remember it's because these things make me happy. Perhaps I don't have because everybody eventually find or sometimes find uh how you say money stability, or money stay good with your you know
Mhm.
um but this is just a plus. The best feeling for the human being, and this is my advice, is find your balance, stay calm, don't find your happiness because it's impossible just stay happy all the time. If you stay happy all the time, you can see good with you cannot be an objective. Everything is subjective because everything makes me happy, right? So hey, these things, okay, I can do it. But the other the other thing is be careful if you stay sad or like because if you stay all the time like with painful, feel painful, something like that, you cannot enjoy your present. But if you stay calm, try to stay calm, find your peace, you can receive an amazing news, like the best job. But at the same time, you have the time for think. Is really I want to this? Of it's just because I'm happy and excited and I say yes because I'm happy and excited. But I don't think good. And perhaps you receive the a bad news. I hope no, but your dog die. Like, oh my dog, I miss my dog. I cannot live with my dog. But no, breathe, relax, and move on. This is my advice. So find your peace, follow your dreams. Don't compare. Comparison. How you say that? Comparison. Makes
Yeah, don't
sense with
compare.
other people. Yes, with
Yeah.
other people,
Mhm.
because everybody have a fight. You have your fight. I have my fight, and I cannot share my fight with you because this is my fight. You can help me if you want,
Mhm.
but you cannot win my fight because this is my fight. And this fight, if I understand the lessons of God sent me, I can prevent bad moments, But if I feel like the only one because I'm the best, trust me, you have a lot and a long way and a complicated way because you think you know everything. So why do you live if you know everything? We stay
Mhm.
here for live and understand and learn to share, to be a good person, to live something good. Not in the stage, not in the class, in the regular life. Because the event is just one weekend. And what happened after that? You don't live in the stage all the week, all the month. You have a normal life too. So if you think just, oh, I need go a good person just in the stage because I'm an artist, and after that I'm an ugly person and I hate everyone. I don't want to see and nothing. You're not happy. You stay in the wrong way. So find your peace, follow your dreams, stay humble, and if you are a Catholic or religion, believe in God, just in God. Don't be a fanatic. Just live God in your life, or try to have a God in your life, or the universe, or Buddha, whatever. But you need believe in something. You first, of course, and after that, the things coming along.
What about Aventura? I believe in Aventura. No,
Me too.
bro, I
En
got
el
pro.
mundo de las
I got
poesías,
mental problems.
Romeo.
Yeah, Romero. Yeah. No, Aventura, bro. I believe in. No, okay. What about that God? No,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
that's
But
cool.
I
That's cool.
got you. I got you. No, it's true. It's true. You have to have a balance in what you do, and and all of that stuff. And someone told me, well, a long time ago. I said this right before you go. I went to a Congress one time during the COVID and whatever, and then I felt like, oh God, I'm not, I want to stay longer, and then I'm fighting with myself. And then one of my friends tapped me on the shoulder and said, Roswell, don't worry. There's always going to be another Congress or another dance or another workshop or something,
Yeah.
and so that rings in my head every time, like, I'm a dance place. I'm going traveling and whatever. I'm like, okay, let me pull myself away from this because I'm, you know, so I can have a balance in what I do. So
I know.
you help me,
This is the most
Armando,
important.
with that, with the balance of, so that personally helps me. So I appreciated that. That's very nice of you. Okay,
No, thank you.
I know you got to go. Okay, so I don't want to
Yeah,
keep
I have a
you.
class.
Yeah. Oh, when are you coming to New? Oh, okay, this is my schedule. I'll say this real quickly. I'm coming back to Atlanta. Um, I'll be at the Mike Arena stuff and Thanksgiving weekend. I'm coming back like in November with my mom to
Okay.
Georgia, and I'll be in the South for the winter, then go to Florida, and so I'm sure I'll run into you. But when are you coming? But when are you coming up to New York City to visit? I wanted to ask you when I saw you in Arkansas a couple weeks ago. When are you coming to New York City to visit, bro?
I don't have a right now plans to go to New York, but perhaps I have a friend there, and I work with. He's a dance partner, but also is my friend. It's Claudia. Claudia, if you see this, please invite me to New York again because Claudia bring me to New York
Hmm.
the last year because we work in one choreography for competition,
Hmm.
and sometimes the I can I can go to New York because of her, and I'm happy for that opportunity. Like I mean, I go dance like working, but perhaps in these few months we can I can go because we have other we have other plan for competition,
Hmm.
and always I go to like 5 days, 4 days for create the choreography and, and just that. But yes, I can tell you I can message to you when if I go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if you're here, like, she'll travel to New York every now and then. Let me know. I would like to see you up here, introduce you to some people and whatever. And
Yeah,
but it's a pleasure meeting you. And from the
no,
bottom of
my
my
pleasure.
heart, you know that. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I know you did this, and you're super busy. You're very simple. You're one of the most
Thank you.
simplest person I know on this planet. And I wish that more people can be like you. That would make life so
Thank you
much
so
easier.
much. Thank you.
Okay. Now continue sharing your postings. Tell David I'm gonna
Yeah.
have a talk with him. You better
Yes.
tell David.
I see him the Saturday. I see him Saturday because I went to Miami to work,
Yeah.
and I told him, "Hey, bro, Roswell sent me a message like for one interview, and I'm nervous, bro, because you know my English is it's not very good looking." So he told me, "Hey, no, just do it, bro. Don't
Yeah.
worry." But yes, he knows, he knows you need an interview with him, and people trust me. David is an amazing dancer. Uh, I love him, I respect him, and admire him because he's a Mexican, and this guy is incredible. So if he accept or he can do the interview, you can enjoy that.
Yes, I'm dying to see him come on. I really, really would like to have him. Tell him I said
So
hello. Tell everyone I said hello down south, and I'll see you. I'm sure when I come down for the winter, Georgia or
perfect,
Florida, I'm
yeah.
sure I'll see you. Okay. Peace out, and thank you for posting your stuff,
God bless you,
and
people.
keep
Thank you so much.
and keep on smiling. Yeah, bro. I love that smile, bro. I love that
Thank you so
smile. It's
much.
really with GQ
I
magazine,
smell
bro.
more.
I love that smile. All right. Have a good night.
Thank you so much for the
Bye-bye.
opportunity. Take care, bro. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye bye.